very critical of her because she stole jokes, she stole a book.
Oh, wow.
I mean, like, it's like, yo, this girl is not mentally stable, if you ask me. And that don't stop you from getting famous on the internet.
Yeah.
Right.
Corey Holcomb drops bombs on B. Simone. This was a special one. Shout out to the real MTR, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews. He was the guest on this show. Of course, Darlene was there. He's going in on something that has been a recurring theme on the internet in the past few years about B. Simone, these content creators that come to the realization that sometimes the well is run dry. When things are good, they're good. We've all experienced hardships, but I think it's interesting to see B. Simone go through this and how she's actually taking it. She's complaining about not being able to shop at Bloomingdale's and having to go to H&M. The struggle, the horror.
So when you brought up this topic, I was so glad. I was like, it ain't just me. It's not just me. And like, you can bring it up. Like what you saw. Do we have the video that he was going to show?
B. Simone video.
About that. Do they got the video?
I got the video.
I have my dream career. I manifested it. I'm trying to manifest the husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. I get it. They work hard. They used to have a 9 to 5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard. You have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has to do with money. Everything to do with lifestyle. Okay. But I'm in the bed at 3 a.m. checking emails. What you doing, babe? Working. What you doing? Working. Okay, love you. You want to have a flight tomorrow? I have a meeting in out of town. You want to go? You go? Okay, let's go. Okay. You understand my life. You understand what I'm going through. I want to manifest that. What do you want in a man? What do you want? Let's start there. What do you want? Let's manifest it, baby. You can have it. Whatever you want, you can have it. Manifest that shit. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9 to 5. Ain't nothing wrong with an entrepreneur ass nigga. Manifest whatever you want. I want to manifest an entrepreneur ass husband. I don't care what you do. Entrepreneur, graphic designer, sell t-shirts, sell drugs, rapper.
Sell drugs?
Could be a rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Other common rapper, D-list, I don't know. Entrepreneur, okay? At this point, I'm about to rebuy my book. I'm about to rebuy my book so I can manifest my husband.
Just my finances. Like, the budgeting, you see how I am. Nitpicking every little thing. I never been like that. We were in Bloomingdale's yesterday. I'm like, we have to go to H&M.
Yeah.
Like, I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account. But you're
Something you noticed about a famous person and her podcasts and what she has to say.
Oh,
昔ある魚が陸に住んでいた。人が聞いた。なぜ海へ帰らない？魚は答えた。故郷がなくなってしまったの。そこには満たされることのない夢があった。かつてはただ虚無となっていましたが、ランティスの虹よ、君が見ているのは真実か、それとも偽りの記憶なのか。だからこそ
now just nitpicking, and it's not even, I just don't have it like to spend the liquid.
Yeah.
I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account. But you're
Something you noticed about a famous person and her podcasts and what she has to say. Oh, that's the alley I'm gonna throw you.
Sure. So are we talking about the B. Simone situation? Because that's been going viral. There he is.
Well, that's been going crazy viral.
Shout out to the new studio, MTR. Looks good, man. Got your lights on back there and stuff.
And like I said, you know, I tried not to say nothing about it because I don't want nobody to be like I'm piling on. But I've been very critical of her because she stole jokes, she stole a book.
Oh wow.
I mean, like, it's
Forgot
like,
about
yo,
that.
this girl is not mentally stable, if you ask me. And that don't stop you from getting famous on the internet.
Yeah.
But
But
her staying power is kind of like, it's really put on display. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, it's you know, it's funny, you know, because I did content of like back in 2020, and she was talking about, you know, that she won't date a 9-to-5 guy and like all of this stuff, and you know,
Right.
just shitting on, you know, essentially the average guy. And I find it so interesting that 5 years later, you know, that it sounds like she needs a 9-to-5 in order to continue to shop in that Bloomingdale's, right? Because it's like odd superiority complex that she has. And to take a shit on H&M shoppers yet acting like it's like Goodwill or a thrift store or Salvation Army.
H&M isn't high end, but it's not like bargain basement either. Like, I don't want to get your bag up and you'll be back at Bloomingdale's. Like, really? Like, what is this? I don't know. I guess this is that new age transparency that everybody talks about.
Is wild. And, you know, her audience is probably like 43% H&M shoppers to begin with. Anyway, so not only is she ostracizing her audience, but then also shitting on typical, you know, dudes that would want to consider her in a relationship. Because I've seen her multiple times complaining about being single and like all of these things. So it's just kooky, you know, but it just goes to show like the pure and utter delusion and the clown world that we currently exist in. And I don't know how some of these people are famous. And I don't want to just hop on, you know, continue to hop on it as well, but I do think that it's a good discussion because 9-to-5 dudes and like the importance to our infrastructure, our society. Like if you were to take those dudes away, the whole country would collapse.
That's a
But I
fact.
just find it so interesting that, you know, they require this high value man. Meanwhile, they don't bring a high value mindset, right? It's
The high
young
value
man.
mindset thing you just said is really deep. I mean, this is something that I feel like these women are clueless about. Like they think somebody want them other than the physical. And that's what I think is wrong in society. Like these girls, they really don't get it that if a guy is on his game, where do you fit in his life?
Yeah.
You can only find a fool. Well, at least that's my opinion.
Nah, you're right. Make yourself useful. A lot of these women, like, I think that's why they get stumped on the question, what do you bring to the table? A lot of times they just want to say that question is meant to gaslight you or to stump you. But no, a lot of men are asking, what else do you bring to the table? What material well-being do you bring to my current situation? Like a lot of them, I mean, I'm gonna say a lot of women nowadays don't even want to cook. So that could be an added bonus to a man that is living a busy lifestyle. But the man was cooking something or at least going out every night to get food. So he was not starving before he met you. So you got to be able to bring something that's going to be of value. Some intellect, some knowledge, you know, like maybe you can help me with my contracts or you can do some clerical work. Be of value to that man. And that's all men ever meant about what do you bring to the table. Because the table's already set. In most good circumstances, the table's already set. What are you going to add to that table?
You know, what you said, because like I want you to cook. I'm loving letting you cook on here, man. Somebody said you gotta get O'Shea Duke Jackson on the show. We gonna get O'Shea. O'Shea, I love you, boy. God damn it, I feel like O'Shea feel like I stole him a little bit. It ain't like that, brother. I love you, man. We gonna get you on the show too. Oh yeah, he just sent us. I don't know how much money that is in Africa. It's probably $5. We love O'Shea Duke Jackson. But back on the thing we're talking about, yeah, there's our society has something wrong when it comes to the men and women collaboration. There's something dividing there. And who has that's the answers, who's going to talk about it? I mean, I'll talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, but it's necessary for us. It's necessary to be able to talk about. I know, you know, there's been a little bit of content of like Kevin Samuels talking about the B. Simone
That's
situation,
right.
you know, years ago. And
Shout out
know
to
that
KS.
he was right? They're digging up old content for him talking about where her career was going to go. Something about, you know, a couple of content pieces away from, you know, not having an audience no more, which was, you know, the sign of the times. You know, if you created content during that time of 2020, a lot of content creators were eating because everybody was home. You know, fast forward to now, you know, it may not have the same, but, you know, we got to be able to talk about this delusion, right? Because the more that we talk about it, you know, the better that people can make choices in going into the